Welcome to the State Industrial Products Chemical Safety Training Seminar. The purpose of this seminar is to provide you with the information you need to safely use and handle chemicals in the workplace. In addition, all employees in the United States are required by OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, to have training on the key elements of a product label and safety data sheet. At the completion of this seminar, you will be able to print a certificate stating that you have completed the required training. It is a fact that chemicals are used every day in every building. They are used to clean, disinfect, deodorize, and maintain all areas of a facility. Used properly, they help provide a clean, safe, inviting work environment. Without too much thought, you can quickly generate a long list of chemical products used in your facility. Each of these products has a unique set of directions, precautions, and safety instructions. You may feel that there is no way to keep all of that information clear in your head, and you would be correct. However, the most important point to remember is that all of the information is readily available and should be reviewed prior to using or handling chemicals. This seminar will show you where to find that information and how to use it.
Before getting started, it is important to note that OSHA recently adopted the Globally Harmonized System. GHS is an international approach to the hazard communication, providing classification of chemical hazards and a standardized approach to label elements and safety data sheets. As you will see, this new system will greatly help in the ability for all workers to use and handle chemicals safely. The two areas where this information is available is on the product label and the safety data sheet. You may be more familiar with its former name, Material Safety Data Sheet, MSDS. The name has changed, but the purpose has not. Let's begin with the product label. Each product label contains several key areas of information. On the front panel of the label, you will find one of two signal words, warning or danger. These words are used to indicate the relative level of severity of hazard and alert the reader to potential hazards on the label. Danger is used for the more severe hazards, and warning is used for the less severe hazards. Under the signal word, you will find a hazard statement which describes the nature of the hazards of the chemical. The other key piece of information is pictograms. They will be in a shape of a square set at a point and include a black hazard symbol on a white background with a red frame. There are 9 different pictograms used to convey the health, physical, and environmental hazards of a specific product. After just a moment of review, you can quickly identify the hazard each symbol represents. The first 3 shown are health hazard, flame, and exclamation point. The second set of 3 are corrosion, gas cylinder, and exploding bomb. As you can see, the pictograms are a quick way of identifying the hazard associated with the product. The last set of 3 completes the set of 9 pictograms. Depending upon the product, you will see at least 1 and possibly more pictograms on each product label. Elsewhere on the label, you will find several important pieces of information. The first is directions for use. These are very important, not only to receive the best possible results, but also because using the product in ways it was not designed for can be a safety issue. Additional information you will find on the label are precautionary statement, first aid instructions, storage information, and disposal instructions. The precaution statement gives you quick information for how to handle the product safely. The first aid statement tells you what to do if you or someone near you is exposed to the product. The storage statement advises on best practice for storing your inventory. And finally, the label indicates how to dispose of the product or container. There are 2 other important pieces of information on the product label. A, contact information for the company providing the chemical, and B, a statement explaining where you can obtain the safety data sheet. State Industrial Products includes a SDS with the product the first time it is ordered. The primary user of this product should retain the SDS for future reference. If the SDS changes, an updated copy will be sent the next time the product is ordered. Of course, all SDSs are available online at www.stateindustrial.com or by calling 1-800-782-2436.
There is one more facet of product labels to cover. Many chemical products are manufactured and shipped as a concentrate. For these products, the end user dilutes the concentrate with water to a specified dilution. The purpose of this segment is to discuss labeling the secondary container the diluted chemical is poured into. There is an important distinction to keep in mind. If the secondary container is going to be emptied within one work shift, it does not require labeling. So for example, filling a mop bucket with a cleaning solution that will be completely used during a worker's shift does not require secondary labeling. If the secondary container will hold diluted product over one work shift, it must have complete GHS labeling. This trigger sprayer bottle is properly labeled as a secondary container. Another option is to apply a label to the secondary container. This is an example of what one of these looks like. You will notice that these labels provide much of the same information as labels discussed earlier. You will still find the product name, signal word, and hazard statement. Depending upon the product, the secondary container label may or may not require a pictogram. The example above does not require a pictogram. The primary difference is that the directions for use will refer you to the concentrate product label for proper use and dilution information. This slide shows a comparison between the front panels of GHS primary label and a secondary label, each requiring pictograms. The ready-to-use designation in the upper right corner of the secondary label is the key difference. So whether you are looking at the concentrate gallon label or ready-to-use label for a secondary container, the elements remain the same.
The safety data sheet provides comprehensive information about every facet of the product. There are 16 sections on an SDS. Let's review them. Section 1 of the SDS lists the product name and a general description of the product uses. You can also get information about the manufacturer and an important 24-hour emergency information service phone number that can be used for chemical spills and exposure situations. Section 2 provides complete hazard and precautionary information. You will also notice that this section includes the pictogram. If more than one pictogram was required for this product, the additional symbols would be included. Section 3 is where you will find a listing of the hazardous ingredients contained in the product. Included with that information is the amount present by weight. Section 4 lists specific first aid measures that are to be used for exposure situations listed under Section 2. This section should always be reviewed first before giving first aid or medical treatment. Section 5 lists important firefighting information in the event this product is in a fire situation. This information will be important for first responders to a fire. Flash point indicates the temperature at which this product will ignite when exposed to a flame. A flash point of less than 200 degrees Fahrenheit indicates that this product should be stored away from heat, open flames, and spark or other sources of ignition. Section 6 lists specific measures to take in the event this product is spilled or otherwise accidentally released into the environment. The information in this section will describe specific cleanup steps required for spills of the concentrated product. Section 7 provides information on correct storage of this product as well as additional instruction for handling this product. Section 8 provides information on particular personal protective equipment, or PPE, required when handling the product. This would cover items like safety glasses or face shield for some products and the correct type of gloves to use if required. Section 9 lists detailed information about chemical characteristics of particular products, like appearance, odor, etc. Section 10 is concerned with the stability of the product under different environmental conditions and potential reaction problems with other chemicals that may be used. Section 11 covers the potential toxic components of the material. Section 12 describes what effect the product will have on the environment and how to ensure that no damage occurs. Section 13 provides important information on how to dispose of the chemical and shipping container. All open chemical containers such as gallon bottles and pails should be completely rinsed with tap water before disposal. All disinfectants and pesticide containers should be triple rinsed to ensure any residual chemical is removed from the container before disposal. Never reuse a chemical container. Section 14 explains the proper way to classify the product for transportation. Section 15 provides regulatory compliance information required by some states. In this section, you will find specific information concerning items that require reporting under California Proposition 65 for potential carcinogens, as well as information for other potential toxic ingredients reportable under SARA Section 313. Section 16 completes the SDS. It includes an explanation of abbreviations, a reminder to read all label directions before using, plus who and when this information was published.
In addition to all of the information presented on the product label and SDS, there are a number of general safety guidelines that will help you use and handle chemicals safely. Always use proper personal protection equipment, at least gloves and protective eyewear. Always use proper dilution ratios. Observe proper time guidelines for disinfection. Never mix products unless directed to do so on the product label. Always use in well-ventilated areas. Do not eat, drink, or smoke when using chemical products. Never use flammable liquids near heat, sparks, open flames, or live electrical equipment. Launder work clothes separately from household laundry to avoid cross-contamination. Do not reuse empty product containers. Keep all chemicals out of reach of children and untrained personnel. The most important item to remember is that prior to the use of any chemical, read the product label and safety data sheet. Reading, understanding, and following those instructions is the key to using and handling chemicals safely. While the product label and safety data sheet provide all of the information you need to meet OSHA requirements and use the chemical safely, many chemical suppliers also offer emergency spill and exposure emergency information and support through ChemTech. You will find the ChemTech number on all state industrial products labels. To receive your completion certificate, please look to your upper right to see if the completion indicator has turned green, indicating that you have completed this presentation in its entirety. If it is, once you close this window, a pop-up will appear giving you the opportunity to print your completion certificate for your records. Thank you for participating in the State Industrial Products Chemical Safety Training Seminar.